In this particular video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually access the security of a target system within the web browser. So this is one of the ways the ethical hackers, red teamers, and other security experts or the pen testers would use to access the security of a target system within a web browser. So we are simply going to use a tool called BeEF, Browser Exploitation Framework, to try to exploit a vulnerable web browser or the plugins, such as in a nutshell, we are simply dealing with the client side and the interaction of the web browsers, such as our Firefox, Chrome browsers, and Microsoft Edge and all that. So we will see how we can actually make this happen. So to start with, we are going to run this command to install the BeEF. So you go to sudo apt updates, alright, and then sudo apt upgrade. So with this, we are going to update the packages to their latest, alright, and also upgrade them to use the latest packages, alright. So this is it. So once we're done running this command that we have on the screen, the next thing we are going to do is for us to actually configure the BeEF. So install the BeEF, I mean to say. So we are going to run this command sudo apt install BeEF -xss and then space y. So y is just to say yes to any this thing pop up that it might come up and ask you to manually impute yes or no and all that. So with this command here, we are going to install the BeEF, and then after the BeEF installation, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to run sudo nano, or we can use mousepad, anyone can use mousepad, and then we go to etc /BeEF -xss and then /config, alright, .yaml. So if you do this, it should be able to come up on the screen and ask for a password for us to enter. So here we just enter our password, and then the mousepad will open for us to configure the BeEF. So right now, you can actually use nano, but this mousepad is for the beginners, actually, just like your notepad. So we can use nano, we can use Vim, which are text editors to do that. So it seems mousepad is not starting quickly, so maybe we can just go to nano. So that's the disadvantage. Alright, so it's coming up. So yeah, once you're here, just scroll down to where you have the password section. So here you can see that I have a very strong password that I want to use. So this is the password here, and then this is the user ID. So once you're done doing this, just simply click on save or Ctrl S and then exit this particular file. So the next thing to do is for us to launch the BeEF. We say BeEF sudo BeEF -xss, enter. So this is going to launch the BeEF console interface for us to be able to sign into and then hook a web browser. So let's see. So here we have here the can see that the service is running right now. So we have here the URL for us to sign into, and then we also have here the, oh my god, I think I've really done something sorry, let me see. Alright, so now we've gotten the interface and we've gotten the hook as well. So this is where we are going to insert the script for us to drop it on a web page for us to be able to target the users that will visit that particular URL or website, and then from there we'll be able to hook their browsers. So pay attention while we go there. So the next thing to do is to open your web browser and enter this URL here for us to access the UI of the BeEF. So let's see, the web browser is coming up, and then I'm trying to see if we can use this Windows 10 to hook its browser, right? Or we can actually demonstrate it on the Kali as well. But if Windows 10 comes up, we can do that. So let's see here, we are trying to open the Firefox browser for us to go to the interface. So let's see. Alright, holding on. It's coming up, so sometimes it can just misbehave like that. So let's see. So it's loading the web browser, and here we can also check the Windows. So the Windows is also loading, and here the web browser is here. So it's opening in multiple places, so we just have to close some. Alright, so here we paste the IP address and see, wait for it to open. So look at it, it's already there by itself. So if we click on OK, so right now we are trying to access, alright, we are trying to access the BeEF UI panel. So that's it. So it's popping up the authentication. So here we enter the user ID and the password when it comes up. So that's the BeEF browser exploitation framework. But in this case, I don't want to use this local, so I will change it to my Kali IP. Alright, so that's it. So I will launch it this way. Now the port number is 3000, and that's it. So I want to use this so that the scripts that we are going to write will also use the same IP address. So let it come up. So now it has come up. So here I will do BeEF and then enter the password, the password that was created. Just hold on. So that's it. So we are able to access the BeEF. That's it. So we've been able to access the BeEF. Is still loading. Let's wait for it to come up. And at the same time, we can also actually go to our Windows system to see, because this is what want to try to hook these browsers here. So let's see. Go back to Kali. Now the BeEF is open. So here, when you hook a browser successfully, the browser will show here, and then this might be the previous results. So there's nothing there. Okay, these were the previous ones hooked earlier. So you can see they are offline. So we need to try to hook a new browser so that we can send, some kind of, so that we can either send for phishing attacks or any kind of attack, social engineering attacks and all that. So let's open this down, because we are going to make use of it. So the next thing to do here is that we create a simple script, right? So we go back to our terminal, we create a script. Now this script is as if you just visit a website and then drop this script on that website that the user is going to, right, target. So here I've already created a script called test. Look at it, I've created a script called test BeEF BeEF tests.html. So here is it. So look at what I have simply created. So for us to look at this script again. This is what I've just done. I did so we can simply go to sudo mousepad and then we edit beef beef tests, alright, test.html. So with the mousepad this is going to open, so we can actually make changes if we want to do that. So this is a simple HTML script that we want to use to hook a browser, right? So we are going to send this to, either we host this on our Apache or we send it to a site using the XSS comment section or the command section in a site. So if you are sending this to maybe, let's say DVWA, we simply locate the XSS stored, alright, store script, and then under the command section or the comment section we simply write this script there, so that any user that visits the DVWA we actually the website is going to be hooked. So here now simply created HTML, of course, is the header, and then the heading that we want to use here is you've been hacked, alright, you've been hooked, I mean to say. So we just want to run a little demo. So this is the title, and then the script itself is script source, the IP address is inserted, and then the port number, and then hook.js, because this is the BeEF uses JavaScript notations to work, so that is why we are using the JavaScript JS. And then here the body, we are simply saying welcome to SecTech Experts Limited and all that. And then here, so this, let's say I can simply edit this, and then that's it. And then when you're done, Control S, exit. So now because we want to host this on our local server, which is the Apache, so we simply need to like move this. We say sudo mv, we move this beef test dot html, alright, we move it to var slash www dot slash html, because this is the directory that we can actually execute it, that we can actually run it for a bit to say. So here, so now the next thing that we have to do is that you can actually say cd, alright, you copy this part and then go into it for us to, alright, it's there already. So we can list this part to see what is inside. So if you check, we have the beef, right, beef test.html. So that is it. And then here we can also create make a directory under this, alright, to copy these things into them, but we don't need that at the moment. So what we simply do is say sudo service, alright, Apache 2 start, alright. So we start the Apache. Then once the Apache is started, the next thing we have to do is to go to the since we are using our local server to demonstrate this, then we simply go to the target system that we want to assume that is actually the victim system that is visiting us. So then we go to the victim system. So let's go to the Windows and see if how that works. So we come to the Windows here and we try to like let's open CMD and see if we can ping the Kali from here first. So if you're able to ping the Kali from here, we know that we can actually do it from here as well. So let's see, otherwise we have to go back to Kali and use the Firefox over there to do it. So let's see if we can. Sorry that I did not allocate enough memory and storage for this to this Windows 10 for it to be able to run. So that's why I'm having all these issues I'm having. It's a kind of slowing down. So let's see CMD and see if we can ping Kali from here. So once the CMD comes up, let's see what we can do, if we can actually execute and hook the browser from here. So I will run the CMD and try to ping Kali from here. So both of them are on NAT right now, so we can actually establish a connectivity to the Kali from here. Let's see. So you need to ensure that both of them are on the same network, since we are doing the local practice. But then assuming it's on a website, that means you need to host it using your public IP or use VPS to do that. Alright, so here now we are gonna ping the Kali to see if we can actually reach Kali. So we say ping 192.168.19.130. So let's see. So you can see the ping is going through. That's it. So the next thing to do is to try to execute the command. Try to run it from here and see if we can get the Firefox browser here hooked. So now based on the IP address, we paste it here to see. So we type the IP address. Just hold on, it's coming up. Let's see. So here we have HTTP. Alright, 192.168.19.130. It's exiting by itself. Alright, I don't know what the challenge is. Let's see. Alright, since the Windows is not responding quickly, we can actually use Kali to demonstrate that. Or let's see, I think it's coming up again. So I want to use a different device so you can see how the attack works. Alright, so here we have HTTP 192.168. This is the Kali's IP. Alright, so and then slash the name is test.html. That's it. So with this we should be able to once this is connected, we go back to our Kali and then we come here. It should display here once it's hooked. Alright, so let's just wait for it and see if it successfully opens it. Alright, let's see. It's not able to reach BeEF tests 192.168. Let's see. Let's see if this works out. If it requires, let's see if it's not hooking. So it's not hooking yet. Let's see. Let's go back again and try again. Let's try it again. So let's include the port number this time around. See if that works. Okay, we hold on. Let's see if that works. Not working yet. So we go back to our online browsers. Nothing is showing yet. Alright, nothing is showing here. So if we do that here, if we simply run it here, let me show you here so that we don't waste much time waiting for the Windows to respond. So if you come here and run it, so look at it here. If we simply do this, oh, let's see. So we say, let me say this. So here we do BeEF test.html. So let's see. Alright, it's giving an error message. Let's remove the port number and see. Sorry, there's a mistake there, so we go back again. 192. Let's run this again and modify it. So here I'm going to change this. So BeEF test.html. Alright, so let's see this one now. So this is how it is. So you can say you've been hooked. It's showing already. So let's wait for it to finish loading. This should hook the browser, which is what we are trying to do here. That is taking longer time, so we don't need this port number. So let's wait for this to load successfully and let's see what happens. So that's it. So you can see welcome to SetTech Experts. So if you go back now, we can find out using the BeEF panel. Look at it, it's online now. That's it. So you click on it. Now the next thing to do is already online, so it's been hooked. That's why you are saying this. So it means that this browser is vulnerable to attack. So we can now go to look at we have 6 different types of details we can look up. We have details, we have logs, we have commands, and then we have proxy, we have XSS race, we have network. So under logs you can see what is going on here, right? And then under the commands you can see different types of commands right here. So if we want to let's say click jacking, for example, or fake flash update. So if we send fake flash update now, all right, to this, so it's going to ask us what the payload URL is. So we can come back here and copy this and use it as a payload. All right, then if we come back here, we insert it here, paste it. So if you execute this right now, you will notice that there will be a pop-up by the time we come back here. You can see that as a pop-up there. So it's trying to tell us to install. So this is just something that the attacker has been able to control your web browser by sending this. So immediately you click on this install, and then the attacker can actually link this BeEF with Metasploit. So immediately you click here to install the Metasploit shell wheel, the shell of your system will be reversed and everything on your system will be compromised. So that is a demonstration I wanted to show you, that if your web browser is not up to date, or if you also visit a vulnerable a website or web page, that your system entirely can actually be compromised as well through your web browser. So ensure that you always update your web browsers. Ensure that you don't visit any site that is not secure, all right, because all these things can happen. So notice that here I could just say remind me later, and then if I come back again and target another type of attack here, fake notification bar. So if I do that now, look at it, it's showing a Java something. So if I say execute and if you can see the command has been executed. So if I come back here again, you will see that there is a pop-up on the screen here. This website wants to run the following. So if you click on it, look at it. If you click on it to install it, it means that the browser is gone automatically. That's the meaning. So you can execute different kinds of attacks here. All right, see, there are different kinds of attacks that we can actually execute. Fake notification bar. So if you do this, this is for Internet Explorer, this is for Firefox. So if I execute this again and the plugin, paste the plugin here and then say execute, another command has been executed. All right, so here I have been able to send two commands. So if I come back here again, you will see that, look at it, additional plugin is required. So if you click on this to install, it means that your browser has been compromised. So that is it. Oh my god, I have mistakenly clicked on it. All right, so thank god it's mine. All right, so that's the thing. So here, if we come back here again, so this browser has been compromised already. So from here, the attacker can always send different kinds of attacks to it. And then if we go back to the Windows, I wanted to use this Windows to demonstrate it. Right, let me see. It's not actually going through here, so I don't know what the challenge is. Let me copy this. Just a moment. So be careful while visiting some sites. Let's see if this works here. Just hold on, let's see. So the next video I'm going to do, depending on your requests, will be to link Metasploit to the BeEF. Alright, so that if we successfully hook a browser, we can be able to reverse the shell for us to gain full access to the system. Alright, that is it. So for now, I'm going to end the lab where we are right now. So I have been able to demonstrate to you how a vulnerable web browser can compromise or can be used to compromise the security of the entire system. So always ensure that you update your web browsers and do not visit any malicious links or websites. Alright, try to avoid typo errors when you are typing the name of your URL. Alright, type it correctly and all that. So if you like this video, comment, share, and then let us know the next video you want us to drop on the channel. Thank you for watching us. We've been able to demonstrate what the BeEF framework can actually do. Right, that is it, how to hook a web page. So see you in our next videos. Thank you for watching.